So we gotta suit up. Let's give this a go, shall we? Oh, that's cute. But why? Why would you wear that? So here's what I found at Hobby Lobby. I got this really cute plaid yellow that I'm going to make a tote out of, and this other yellow to use as the liner. And then I had some interfacing already that I'll use to make it stronger. I also found this yellow sort of sheer fabric with a floral pattern that I'll use at a later time. It's just on clearance, so I couldn't pass it up. This last one's a Christmas present pattern that I'll be using later in the year. I'm going to have to call in my mom for helping that. And all these patterns were $2 on sale, so kind of stocked up. Found this pattern for a tote bag, which I thought looked pretty easy to do, so I'm going to try that with the yellow fabric I bought today. So I started by reading through the pattern to try to make sense of what the steps are. And this is where I find out you're supposed to wash and dry and iron the fabric first. So some steps I need to get to. So now the fabric's in the washing machine, so I thought I'd cut out all the pattern pieces and have everything ready to go. Now that the fabric is clean and dry, gotta iron everything now, which is the worst possible chore in the world. And this is why I hate washing it first. All these little stragglies. If it helps it keep its shape after. Hashtag worth it. Okay, now that makes sense, because if you look at, I just cut down the same row. This was where that's where I started. That's where I ended up. So it was a huge difference. Let's try that again. Oh my god, why is that lining up? I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna press this edge so that it doesn't move. That sounds smart. Maybe that'll work. Oh my god. Alright. I pressed the edge. I don't think it made any difference. It sounded like a good plan. So I'm just gonna go with it because who cares? They had this pattern in like an orange color and a couple other colors, and I was thinking, oh, I should buy some of each of them. Absolutely not. It's gonna drive me absolutely mad. I think when I'm actually cutting it, I could probably line it up a bit better. It's a nice thought anyway. I just noticed it says grain of fabric. How the hell? What? Well, too late. Alright, so that's pinned. This one, I think it does go on that grain. But I didn't cut this pattern very well. So here, cut these out first and then I'll put the pocket on because I'm feeling this is getting a little crooked. Cute little guy. He's cool. One day, I'm gonna look back and laugh, I hope, at how much I struggled with this simple little quick sew pattern. Because it should not be this difficult. But and I think it's just because I'm new at sewing. I feel like I've been in a YouTube hole of Rachel and Bernadette and people like that, and it inspired me to get more serious about learning. So we're trying. Seems right. Why is this so annoying? Oh, okay. I need to go in a little bit. We're gonna say that's fine. All right, moment of truth. Flip this bitch inside out. I better work or I'm gonna lose my mind. This should not be this complicated. Alright, that goes on the inside. Like I've had. Alright, so I'm gonna hand stitch, I think. Maybe I will just do that a little bit more and then hand stitch the rest. And then I'll press these seams and then add the handles. Not too bad. It's bad, but not too bad. Pretty much done. I'm just doing some cleanup now. This pattern I think was made for kids, and the fact that I was struggling my way through it the whole time is embarrassing. I learned a lot. I honestly feel like if I just made up a pattern, it would make more sense to me. My guest room is an absolute mess now too. I have stuff everywhere. For some reason, just following a pattern is difficult. I think part of it's the language I don't quite understand yet. Some of the decisions on how to put together just doesn't really make sense to me. I actually changed a couple things because of that. But learning as I go, had to unpick quite a bit, which is very annoying. And I learned I didn't learn, I already knew, I don't have much patience at all. So sewing requires patience, but I think it's pretty cute. I love the fabric, of course, because it's yellow and I am obsessed. I'll probably just use it for putting some sewing supplies in as a reminder of like, it can only go up from here. So it's not too bad. I'm probably being harder on myself than I should be, but when you see these people on YouTube, and I've been binging YouTube, they make it look so easy, and I'm sure it will come with practice. A lot of practice, I guess. So here it is, just a little tote bag. Took me like 5 hours or something stupid. What time is it? About 4 hours from cutting pattern to complete. So not terrible. Cute little pocket on the inside to put, I don't know, snacks in. So my entire drive here, well, the first half I was behind someone who was going 10 to 15 under, and then I finally got around him, and then I was behind someone else who's going 10 to 15 under. So I need to just handle my rage real quick. Get your act together, South Carolina. Seriously.